Hello everyone, today we will learn how to create a main interface for the dating app. Many dating apps now use gesture swiping to determine whether to send a like message to the other person. When you see a photo you like, slide to the right, otherwise to the left. If two people like each other, they can chat. Later, this interaction method was borrowed from many social apps. First, let's set up the widgets. We need two dynamic panels, one at the bottom and one at the top. The content of these two dynamic panels is the same, but the order of state is different. We also need two hotspots, one on the left and the other on the right outside the screen, to trigger the action. We also need two action buttons. First, drag in an image widget and import the image. Place a box, heading, and label below it, and enter the content. Change the border color and create it as a dynamic panel, named Bottom. Add more states and import images. Duplicate the dynamic panel and name it Top. Select the dynamic panel at the bottom and drag its state 1 to the end. Then cover it on the bottom dynamic panel. Drag into a hotspot and change its shape to a line. Name it Right. And name it Left. Then drag in the widgets to create a like button and a dislike button. Next, we need to add interactions to the top dynamic panel. We need to drag it and determine whether the action of like or dislike was taken based on the position at the end of the drag. We added dragged interaction to the top dynamic panel. Move this with drag X. Then add the drag-dropped interaction. Add conditions to determine if it is in contact with the right hotspot. If so, move the X position of this to 380 and add a 200 milliseconds animation. Wait for 200 milliseconds, set the top and bottom dynamic panel state to Next, and check Wrap from last to first. Then move back to the original position. Copy the interaction and change right to left. Change the x-coordinate of this to -244. Then add else if and move the this back to the original position. Finally, add interaction to the like and dislike buttons. Copy the case 1 actions of the drag dropped onto the like button, and set the state of the top dynamic panel. Copy the case 2 action of drag dropped onto the dislike button, and set the state of the top dynamic panel. Move the x-coordinate of the top dynamic panel Preview the prototype. When the dragged card does not touch the hotspot, the card returns to its original position. When the dragged card touches the hotspot, the card below becomes the next one. Click the dislike and like buttons. You can change the card to the next one.